And we do see it even in the presence of all these people you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And they sit around, and afterwards we ask him, does the person know what you expect from them? What makes you, when you listen to the person, what did you like? Where did you see gaps? What are your own perspectives? What would you like to contribute, and all these things? So we make, if we do a conversation type of setting, we make it a learning event from a multi-perspective dialogue.
I've just done some research with along supporting Eve Turner. We did a global survey of coaches to look at multi-stakeholder contracting.
That's a good word for it.
And mostly it's done in a limited way and a very reductive way. And I love this notion. How do we get the stakeholder's voice into the room? I say in the coaching room, there should never be just two people.
Yeah.
Even if metaphorically.
Absolutely.
And take boards of companies. I think that the simplest intervention that I've done again and again with boards, supervisory boards of companies, is to insist they have 3 or 4 empty chairs. And each chair has a label on it. One says customers.
Right.
One says employees.
Right.
One says investors.
Right.
And one now that I introduce, which I did working with the city of Cape Town, is our collective grandchildren. Because the decisions we make in the boardroom are going to affect all those stakeholders.
Wow.
And so when we come in the board, and I chair several small company boards, so I do it myself as well. When we come to an important decision, we have to stop. We have to invite the non-executive directors to step out of their expert role, their ex-CEO role, and to step into one of the stakeholder chairs and to speak from that perspective. Yeah?
Yeah, we have exercises like this in our training as coaches. So here's your colleague, here's a customer, here's your teacher, here's your subordinate, what are the feedbacks or the mirroring, how we call it, that is not so technical, from their perspective. And so they gather from very different perspectives, informations, how they are looked at and what reactions they create by their behavior and by their attitudes.
I sometimes distinguish between, most organizations are very good at getting stakeholder data into the room. But I point out to them that's different than getting stakeholder voice into the room.
Right.
Either directly or through, as you and I talk about, through role play or through video. And getting stakeholder voice into the room, again, is separate from getting stakeholder dynamic, the stakeholder company interface, relational space into the room. So to give you one example, I worked with one large financial organisation, European organisation, and we worked with every team in their whole company. And what we would do...
Who was in the room?
Well, no, we worked with each team separately.
Separately, okay.
We'll come on to that. We have done work inter-team coaching and partnership coaching, which I think is cutting edge of where we need to go. But with this was some years back. What we did is we would get the team to identify who it was there in service of. Who were its critical stakeholders? Where did they co-create value?
Yeah.
So I talk about there's no such thing as a high-performing team. Right? We can only talk about a team that co-creates value with and for its stakeholders. Yes?
Yeah, we already talked about, because a team is those who co-create value, and our definition is a team are those who are responsible together. And this
but then I want to take, you see, we are responsible together, not only with other team members, but we're responsible together co-creating value with our stakeholders.
Yes,
so the value is not created within the team, but between the team and its ecosystem.
In our definition is not included what are the questions we respond to, and you point very clearly to the reason why they are there. And I love that, because this is sometimes reduced on only being goal and performance oriented. No, these people are together in their organizational roles in these structures because there is a mission, there is something they have to accomplish together. And if it's not there, it's maybe a club